Your season starts now.
Before we go any further, make sure to install your game plan for your upcoming matchup.
Yes, indeed we will. It is football season yet again here on the SSN. The Minnesota Vikings start their foray into the 2017-2018 season. We host the Super Bowl. We are looking to get there. But first, we have to make through 25 weeks of drama. That is the NFL season. My name is Randy Replay, and we are back again today, starting off at Ralph Wilson Stadium. I also said William. That's weird. We're going to answer a media question first, or...
You've been a very successful businessman, made a lot of money,
me?
and now you own an NFL franchise. How will that translate into winning games in this league?
Of course, Ron Barr says, business to me is turning a profit. So I want to make this franchise the one everybody thinks first when they think of the NFL. So he's going to build and hopefully share some of his millions with his players. We are going to start weekly
An offensive
trading.
and defensive game plan has been pre-selected based on your weekly opponent's tendencies. Each week you can focus train 3 players for extra experience. It's a good strategy to develop your rookies while they are young. Once you have made your game plan and focus player decisions, choose to start training and head down to the practice field.
So we will be doing all trading in between weeks, of course, but first, there's something that we have to go over. It is the roster. Your preseason roster.
By starting your first game.
Okay, I will do that. Your preseason roster for the Minnesota Vikings. Now, everybody was made with a 75 overall, but for some reason, we all are, except for the running backs, over 75, it looks like, as we take a look at the defense. Some people have gotten as much as 79, and some, like Jerry Myers, has fallen to 6. Oh, that's in the... Never mind, yeah. Fallen to 73 and what and such. So we're going to go over everything Minnesota Vikings football prior to the 2017-2018 season. Might have to tweak a few things. But here we go. QBs, of course, Smeagol Axberg, Stephen Campagna. Sorry if I said that name wrong. Campagna? I'm going to say that. And Kenny Erickson round out your QBs on the roster. Now, the coach was talking about signing a 4th prior to the game, but so far has not happened. We will roll with 3 and see what shakes loose with all of that. At running back, we have Sam Gable, Daniel Hendricks, Travis Parker, Derek Fahey, and Justin Sandman Vandershoff. Of course, the creative team or creative player was a little bit stingy. Took away a letter and took away, I want to say, about a good 3/4 of the faces. So you'll see some doubles as we trek through these. Pay no attention. Fullback, of course, is Matthew Peterson. Wide receivers, we're going into the preseason with 9. And Chris Kontorowitz, Lou Wang, Blake Letelier, Luke Slazewski, Darian Wilson, Jesse Peterson, Anthony Bisbee, and Cameron Quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 8. Your tight ends, Luis Gonzalez, Josh Gable, and Travis Lee. Left tackle, Riley Reif, followed by TJ Clemmings. Left guard, Alex Boone. Austin Shepard with that kind of weird-looking beard. Pat Elflein, the rookie. At center, Nick Easton also at center. Joe Berger, Willie Beavers at right guard. Right tackle, Mike Remmers and Jeremiah Searles. Left end, Tevin Fair and Kevin Stark. At right end, Josiah Russell, Jerby Lindsey, and Leo Deal. At defensive tackle, you have Richard Selvey, Sean Klassen, Otis McMiller, and Terrell Oliver. Left outside linebacker, you have Scott Rethwell, Ryan Bilo, Drew Ward. Middle linebacker, we are stacked in the 3-4 with Justin Lewis, Rashid Spinks, and the Pickering brothers, Jacob and Danny. Right outside linebacker, we have Thomas Cross, Josh Fitzer, and Dan Nolfi. Quarterback, we have Matthew Arnsdorf, Aaron Nelson, Zachary Anderson, and Robert Nichols. We may add one more just for depth at that position. Free safety, Paul Fritchie and Jerry Myers. Now, they've fallen 2 points for whatever reason. It's not because of their stature. They're just around the league average, 5'10 and 6 feet. Strong safety, we have Thaddeus Rozu and a weird guy that just came off of the off the block here, Poi Trollomalu. No idea who that is, but we will dive into all of that. We will have to change the numbers, but we will do that ahead of the regular season. Kicker, Brandon Baker, and punter Taylor Pauline. Of course, our draft picks are as follows. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So do not have a 4th round pick this season. Next season, of course, we will have all of them. If injuries happen, look for us to suspend it. Practice squad not available until the 4th week of the preseason, but the way the roster is set up, somebody from this roster is going to the practice squad. It's all up to them to see who does it. I've babbled on enough. It's time to get back to football. Vikings and Bills up next. Me and Bobby Tuttle will carry the simulcast for you. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's the Vikings going up against the Bills. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Renamed in August of 2016, there's a look inside New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
And we thank you, boys, as we turn it over to the simulcast now from the national broadcast. And here we go. Boom! 2017-2018 season is underway. Here is Brown taking it from about the, I'd want to say the 15. He will get up to the 27. So a good return. Mike Zimmer looking odd. So here comes Tyrod Taylor. Now their starters will be in for the first quarter. Of course, we don't have starters yet. We're working on a rotation. So the first quarter, everybody you see here will be in, and we'll switch them out by quarter, by position. Ready to replay up in the booth. Bobby Tuttle down on the sidelines. I will be calling to him for play analysis and some other stuff. Good to be back here in football, eh, Bobby? Well, right you are. I mean, this is very, very good atmosphere here in Buffalo. Hopefully this defense can contain Shady McCoy, get rid of some of these other guys. Sammy Watkins, I know, is a big threat. You see the pass goes to the tight end Clay. He's tackled by Rashid Spinks out there. Back up to you. I'm no good at this. Hey, man, it's all about who you know and what you do here in the NFL. But he was correct. Aaron Nelson and Rashid Spinks there on the tackle. So going to have to get moving here. The Minnesota Vikings defense comes out in their 3-4. Of course, they have a 3-4-4-3, and he goes down. I'm not sure. I think it was Drew Ward who takes him down, and Tyrod Taylor is a victim of Drew Ward's sack. We're going to take a look. 2nd and 19, Buffalo Bills. So he does the play action. Drew Ward is right there. He's going to get his block shed, and of course, he goes down in a heap. A couple other Vikings right there in his face as well. Oh my goodness. So now the blitzing working for the Vikings here as it is now 2nd and 19. Single back formation. LaShawn McCoy behind Tyrod. He's going to go play action again. Almost gets sacked again. Poi Trollomalu misses on the tackle. And he gets up. That is Clay again. Oh my goodness. Took a couple Vikings to take him down. And they're up at the 27. Two receptions, 54 yards. It's Matthew Arnsdorf on the tackle. So we send a blitz and we get paid for it here. We'll see what happens. Run him at a 3-4 base again. Outside. That is Matthew Arnsdorf with his 2nd tackle on this drive as we're going to step aside for just one moment. We're going to take a look at the Buffalo Bills offense. Of course, Richie Incognito heads that line. LaShawn McCoy, there are the backs and receivers. Sammy Watkins, a player to watch. We haven't even called his name yet. It's been all Clay. So be sure to look out there. 2nd and 6. Taylor in the shotgun. He has Shady McCoy to his left. He's going to take. Goes down the field and it's just overthrown. He had a wide man open down there on the right side of the field in the end zone. 3rd and 6. 12:35 left to go here in the Minnesota Vikings defense. Starters, Otis McMiller, Richard Salty, Tevin Fair, Rashid Spinks, Ryan Beeler, Drew Ward. They like the shooter sleeves. Thaddeus Rosu, Paul Fritchie, Matthew Ornsdorf, Zachary Anderson for your corners for this game. 3rd and 6 now. We'll see what the Vikings call here, as looks like they will come out in a 3-4 or a. It's hard to tell. Tyrod Taylor will turn. He will give it to McCoy. McCoy will be wrapped up by Rashid Spinks, who's playing very well tonight. It's 4th and 6. 12:26 and counting, and we will get our first field goal opportunity. Or the Bills will, rather. And here we go. Snap. Spot. Nichols almost blocks it, but the kick is good. Buffalo strikes first on their first offensive drive. 12 minutes left to go, 3 minutes to score, and they lead 3-0. Yeah, I mean, they gotta contain the tight end. I think his name is Clay. They really got to contain him. He was just able to do whatever he wanted there. Of course, Tyrod Taylor able to hit him. But this Minnesota Vikings offense has me thinking that we're going to come right back and score as Luke Sluzewski brings it out of the end zone. And he gets it up to about the 22. Back up to you, Randy. Well, look at you doing everything. I don't even have to do anything. Well, here we go. Smeagol gets the start tonight. Of course, there is ratings and his measurables. So he will be working with Travis Parker to begin the night. We'll see what shakes loose with all of this here as the first Minnesota Vikings possession comes to fruition. Here's Gonzalez to his right, Travis Parker behind him in the pistol. He's going to take the snap, sees nothing, so he rolls, fires to Gonzalez, who makes the catch. First down, gain of 19. Luis Gonzalez. The shooter sleeves are out here in abundance, it looks like. Anyway, here we go. Travis Parker behind him in the eye. He will give. Parker will sidestep, but then immediately go down at the line of scrimmage. So we're going to step aside here and take a look at the Minnesota Vikings offensive starters. There's the offensive line. Kind of improved here over the years. There's Derek Fahey, Chris Kantorowicz, Luis Gonzalez, Blake Letelier, and Travis Parker. Another season of football starts tonight. Of course, Chris Kantorowicz in the slot. Smeagol will get the snap. He'll hand it to Travis Parker, who gets a minimal gain, maybe back up to the line of scrimmage. And that was all Chris Kantorowicz. He let his block shed too early. There's Kyle Williams, Marcel Darius as we take a look at the Bills defense. It's been a while, so Randy's going to be a little bit rusty here. Micah Hyde, of course, coming over from the Evile neighbors to the east. Across the border battle coming up later, but first we got to convert this third down. Bisbee Kantorowicz out to his right. He gets the snap. Smeagol throws to Gonzalez, sheds a block, fumbles the football, and it's recovered by the Buffalo Bills. What a hit on Luis Gonzalez, and he lets the ball go. So he gets 2 receptions, but immediately gets blasted. Maybe he didn't see the sneaking linebacker. He might have actually been down. It doesn't make a difference because it's going to be 4th down and some change anyway. That was a good block or a tackle break there, but as it is, here we go. King's first offensive drive. Good run by Shady McCoy. He will do this to you. He gets free, gets a stiff arm, and he gets up to the 24-yard line. 10 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And then we'll see some new guys come out. So that's what Shady McCoy's going to do to you. If you're not blocking to his side, I mean, he gets a good stiff arm in there, but Paul Fritchie just bats it away, and he's gone. So run defense, looking to add a little work here. So here we go. 1st and 10. From the shotgun. Gives it to McCoy again, and it's a shoestring tackle. Almost knocking him over. That's Paul Fritchie again. It looks like that's what they're going to do. I mean, I'm no fortune teller, but I know what I like. Back up to you. Yes, indeedy. We're going to see the cover 4 into fruition. There is McCoy again. Good spin move, but he steps out of bounds after shedding the tackle. And he only gains about 3 yards, so they will be forced to do another field goal. Lead the game 6-0. Here comes, I do believe that's Hauschka in for the kick. The snap upcoming, the spot, kick is away, and it is good. So they lead 6-0, 8:30 left to go here for the starter. Peterson. And here is Travis Parker with a nice, whoa, my goodness, explosive run. Travis Parker, not the fastest running back on this roster, but he will truck you. And that safety didn't even stand a chance. So now they'll hurry back to the line. We got Bisbee Letelier out there. He's going to swing it out to Parker. Parker's going to look for a block. He will truck again and get out of bounds at the 46. That could have got the first down, so he does it himself. 1 rush, 6 yards for the game. So this silver lining is the drive keeps moving. 6:52 and counting left to go here in the first quarter. Gets the snap out of the shotgun. Hello, 46. Gonzalez, man in motion. Smeagol from under center. He will get the snap. Incomplete to Anthony Bisbee on the left side of the field. His first catch of the night. Smeagol's now 4 for 5, 38 yards. 9-yard completion. So 3rd and 7 from the 34-yard line. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go after the injury timeout. Throw. Luis Gonzalez caught it, but he dropped it. Had it in his hands, and he's frustrated about that. Attempt a 51-yard field goal. Why not? It's the preseason. Brandon Baker out there. He snap down. Spot good. Kick is away, and 51. It hits the crossbar. Are you kidding me? Hits the crossbar, and Brandon Baker is 0 for 1 tonight. So Chris Kantorowicz with a shoulder tear will not be able to return to this game. So off-ball injury, if you could say. He was not involved in the play, but he got injured all the same. So Buffalo, who has been really good in this game, gets another shot. Ryan Buelow comes in from the linebacker spot, untouched, and he gets the sack on Tyrod Taylor. He was literally untouched. He might have brushed up against LaShawn McCoy, but other than that, Ryan Buelow was unseen. Tyrod Taylor got it from the play action, and he turned around, and Ryan Buelow was right there. Good job on guessing the snap count. Ryan Buelow gets the sack, 2nd of the game for the Vikings. Hey, Randy, back up to you. Well, thank you, Bobby. Here comes Tyrod again out of the I almost said shotgun, but that wasn't right. And is that Clay again? I do believe it is. 58 yards passing, and that is, that's Holmes. He'll get the gain of 19 in the first down. So sack is all for naught as we do it again here, lining up. Taylor looking, throwing back behind the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down by Rosu back at the 43, so they lose 9. So here you go, 3rd down, 3rd and 13 here for the Buffalo Bills. Rashid is going to move. Left side of the formation. It will be, and he gets it off to no, he drops it as he goes down. Tackled hard by Rethwell, and I do believe, I can't see his name, but anyway, we force the punt. as the punting team comes out onto the field. Trollamalu, of course, one of the weirder names here in Vikings football. It's ready to try and block it. This thing will go out in the end zone, so it will be a touchback. And the Minnesota Vikings offense will start up at the 20-yard line as we fall now under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Smeagol gets the handoff to Travis Parker, and he's loose. Travis Parker is loose. 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Travis Parker. Oh my goodness, 70-yard touchdown run, Travis Parker. And for the guys that said he doesn't have speed, I do declare you watch this again with me. 70-yard touchdown run, Travis Parker. The game is tied 6-6. Well, yeah, superior offensive line blocking up front, something this team needs if they're going to go anywhere. This team thrives on the run game. As I'm going to let Brandon Baker kick is good. 7-6 Vikings. Minute 36 left to go, and Travis Parker hit the hole and he didn't look back. Of course, 3-play, 80-yard drive, 2 rushes, 71 yards and a touchdown from that man, Travis Parker. Yet. Tyrod Taylor. Play action. Batted away again. Who is that? Well, there's Rashid Spinks was in there as well. I see Scott Rethwell, but we're going to go back. We're going to call out this guy right here. Tyrod Taylor, throw incomplete. Who's number 29? I got to learn all these numbers again here. Zachary Anderson's going to go ahead and he's going to get the jump on this ball. He's going to bat it away. I mean, you like to see Rashid Spinks get this thing for an interception, or even Zachary Anderson, but we'll take that any day. It's third down. So very, very good play by the defense here. I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing by the starting group of tonight's game. As 7-6, 3rd and 10, 1:20 left to go. Tyrod Taylor will fall back to the shotgun. Shady McCoy to his right. We'll do it again here. Right below breaks off. Ooh, Tyrod Taylor, the sneaky Tyrod Taylor, with a run of 16 yards. That will give them the first down. Well, here we go. Tyrod Taylor single back. And Arnsdorf, while not making the tackle, will alter his level of balance. And the first quarter is come to a close. It's 7-6 Minnesota Vikings over the Buffalo Bills. There's Clay. Very busy man here in his time, as well as Tyrod Taylor. But Travis Parker puts us in the lead. There is his touchdown. And, of course, Poi Trollamalu, Samoan of descent. Pretty cool, I think. Thomas Cross coming in on the blitz. It'll be caught by Jones. Jones will be drugged down to the 1 by Aaron Nelson. Justin Lewis in there as well, but now it's a 1st and goal. Defense will be out of Lipton. It's 13:58 left to go. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. We need a goal line stand here for the Minnesota Vikings. It's a flip to Banyard. Banyard will be brought down by, well, not really brought down, met by Trollamalu, but will be in there for the touchdown. Wow. Coming out here is Stephen Campagna and company. Come on out here. Justin Sandman in the backfield. He will get brought down by, it looks like, I don't even know who that is, for a 1-yard loss. So, not the start you want to see. We'll get going here. Campagna to the throw. First throw batted away. Cameron Quick trying to get the jump and catch. Mike Zimmer's confused on what they're trying to do. Don't worry, Zim. They'll get it. They'll get it. And that is quickly a 3rd down for this 2nd string club, if you will. Campagna will come out under center. I do believe that is Daniel Hendricks behind him. In the single back. Hendricks Sees a man wide open across the middle of the field. That is Jesse Peterson up to the 37. A 36-yard gain on third down, and Campagna moving around the pocket, leaves and eventually makes the throw. He had all day. Wobbly pass brought in by Jesse Peterson, and he's able to bring it down at the 37, continuing this drive. Oh my goodness, 1 reception, 36 yards, Jesse Peterson. Now it's easy to get lost when you're trying to make a starting club here, as Justin Sandman is able to get up there 11 yards now on the day. Just 2 rushes. Of course, the speed back of this roster. So, like I was saying, it's easy to get mixed up. When you're going to find a starting class, you have to, or a starting roster, you have to take into the account that these guys here are going to have better stats here because they see more field time. And Campagna goes down. A little bit of miscommunication there on what play they were running, as him and Justin run into each other and he goes down. So Mike Zimmer's throwing up his hands. Ooh, maybe he thought it was a screen. I'm not 100% certain, but anyway, we'll do it again. 2nd and 16, 11:26 left to go. Strong formation. Sandman will get the run, and he'll get up 3 carries for 29 yards. Excuse me. Randy Replay still getting over this little sickness he has, I do believe. So, Sandman, of course. The nickname, Vanderschaff is the last name, so we had to go with that. What a juke. Oh my goodness. So the simulcast will be for all big games and all preseason games. So you'll get me and Bobby Tuttle this whole preseason. Campagna gets the snap. He will leave the pocket, juke out a linebacker. Nobody was open, so he decided to take it 7 yards down the field. So here we go. Red zone time as we're just outside now the 6. Campagna, play action. Lob pass to Travis Lee, caught, touchdown Vikings. Travis Lee and Stephen Campagna hooks up here in the second. He shakes Lou Wing's hand, and that is how the NFL wants celebrations done, I suppose, as we're all knotted up at 13. So a good pass to Travis Lee. He will score his first touchdown reception of the game of the preseason. And the kick by Baker is good. So tack on another one. Is 14-13, 10-10 left to go here in the second quarter. Now a 3rd and 7, 14-13 Vikings. 6 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. High pass, and it's thwarted and intercepted by Gary. And that will be the first interception thrown. I don't know if he was trying to lead him up or if the pass just floated and got away from him, but nevertheless, Campagna throws the first interception of the Minnesota Vikings preseason. I want to say he just aired that ball out there. 4:44 left to go here in the first half. Vikings will get the ball at the end of this quarter, or the beginning of the next, however you want to look at it. And it's picked off by Jerry Myers. Jerry Myers will, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, he couldn't recover from the tackle, but Jerry Myers, chance for a pick 6, but he gets dragged, pushed, however you want to say it, out of bounds, and Jerry Myers will have the Minnesota Vikings' first interception, and that can be attributed to him getting caught up on his running back there, just not able to recover before going out of bounds. Momentum and all that good stuff. So Jerry Myers with the first interception for the Minnesota Vikings this season in the first game. And we're going to go back, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about. I mean, it very well could have been a bad throw, but here we go. Joe Banyard and Peterman here. He gets a little too close, and right here, that foot gets caught, or the legs, whatever you want to say. So he kind of stumbles. I mean, it might have affected the throw here. But anyway, just like Campagna, he will get the throw. Now, what I was talking about is the momentum forced him out of bounds, just not able to recover I mean, if he's able to recover right here, that's all the way back. That is a pick six, but he's just not able to. 4:27 left to go. Very, very good field position. You got to think we're going to walk away with at least a field goal here. 4:27 left to go. I formation. There's Justin Sandman on. And he stays on his feet, but then gets drugged backwards. Or jukes backwards, one of the two. And he gets another big run. That one goes for about 14. 3rd and 5. Slot receiver will be Travis Lee as he's over on that right side. So here we go. Campagna, shotgun, gets the snap. Sees Daniel Hendricks and he fumbles the ball near the end zone. Oh my goodness. Daniel Hendricks in his first catch fumbles it in the 1 yard line, and you can tell he's sorry about that one. So good throws coming across. We're just not able to hold on to this football. Of course, recovered by the Bills at the 1 yard line. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. And so we'll have to come out and do it again. Oh my goodness. You have got to be kidding me. Anyway, here we go again. Vikings showing blitz. Trollamalu up there at the line. And it is Banyard, missed tackle, and he is going to go for a 99-yard touchdown, pending anybody catching up to him. Robert Nichols, if there's anybody, it's up to you. Robert Nichols will not get him, and that is a 99-yard touchdown. Oh my goodness. Joe Banyard putting on the Jets. We blitz one way, he goes the other, and that is a touchdown. Peterman in the shotgun, Banyard to his left. Jeremy Lindsay will fall, and it's Banyard getting free past the, oh my goodness, past the safety level for the touchdown. 34-yard receiving touchdown. Jeremy Lindsay looks like he tripped. Going for Peterman, and it's 26-14 Buffalo. See if we can come back here in the second quarter. Don't look for them to do anything crazy before the second quarter here, as the kick is good. 27-14, 57 seconds left to go in the first half. As Campagna and company come back out. Lane Quick, Peterson, and Wilson. As he hits Darian Wilson, he will get free. Gets all the way down to the 25. They will call their first timeout. And this Darian Wilson, 57 receiving yards on the night. Campagna in the lone set shotgun. He'll get the snap. Moving. Makes the throw towards the end zone. Caught! I do believe that is Sam Gable, the running back, cutting across the field. 11 seconds left. We score. 27-20 now, pending the kick. It will be 21-27, and we get the ball back. So a good throw. Sam Gable, the running back, coming across as a wide receiver. That is a very, very well played play. As we get the 23rd passing play of the game. Goes for a touchdown, and Brandon Baker's kick is good. So 27-21 Buffalo. We will get the ball back in just 11 seconds of game time. Brandon Baker booms this thing away. I expect just a kneel down here and then a running play to get into the half. So pretty good football here. So far, so good. Minnesota Vikings defense showing up, as well as the offense here later on in the quarter. Trollamalu coming on the blitz, and it's Banyard again. Looks like he was going to break it loose, but it looks like that will be the end of the first quarter. Teams will go to their locker rooms, regroup, and we will get a new fresh set of faces out here in preseason fashion. 27-21 at the half. Randy Replay will cover everything. First half Vikings football momentarily. Zimmer congratulating Stephen Campagna on a good half. It really was a good quarter, rather, for Stephen Campagna, but we're being outgunned in every single stat line that we are tracking here. So here we go. Second half action. Minnesota gets the ball back, 21-27. But we get the ball back, so we'll see what we can do. Here we go. And I'm thanking myself for that as boom, Hauschka's kick is away. Vanderschaaf will take this thing out of the end zone. Deep out of the end zone, and he will get up to the 23. So pretty good run back. 25 yards per return he's averaging. So we will see him go to the sidelines. And here comes Kenny Erickson into the game. Of course, wearing that number 7. Sam Gable will be the running back. He gets the handoff. He'll get 1 yard. So, wowzers. Not a good start to Sam Gable's day, but then again, seems to be the easy going here. So, Kenny Erickson will get the snap. He will leave the pocket. Throwing to Josh Gable, but he's out of bounds. So quickly, 3rd and 9. As you see the train horn will sound. 3rd and 9 here for the Vikings as you see Peterson and Wang out to the left. Kenny Erickson from under center. He will get the snap. Throws to Jesse Peterson, cutting across that left side of the formation, and he will get it for 23 yards, giving him 59 on the day. He's a little pumped up there out there, isn't he out there? Oh my goodness. Now I've said it before, I'll say it again. Play action plays really into the Vikings' hands right now. Kenny Erickson out of the shotgun will get the snap. And he'll hit an open Lou Wang to the left side of the formation out of that weird stack. And Lou Wang will have the first down. So it's like you have such a good receiving core here in Minnesota. So out of the strong formation, Matthew Peterson, man in motion. Play action. It will go to Matthew Peterson, and he's not able to get much. Maybe 2, maybe 3, but 2nd and 7. Yeah, they'll give him 3 yards, and that will be 2nd and 7. So Kenny Erickson coming into this game has Sam Gable behind him. He'll turn, he'll flip it, and right away, immediately gets brought down. Mike Zimmer looks like, oh my goodness. So another 3rd and 9 here for the Vikings. And that dang horn will sound yet again. Do you have to do the horn? Come on. I understand it gets into our heads, but it's really not. So they have Wayne Peterson out there, as well as a host of others, and he doesn't see anybody open, and he goes down worthy with the sack. As he does yaga. So 4th and 18, 3. Count them, 3 sacks for the Buffalo Bills, and we will see Taylor Pauline to punt. So this is where the game gets really, really interesting, because you have 2nd and 3rd stringers in there. Anything can happen as Taylor Pauline's kick will literally go out at the 1 yard line. So a coffin corner punt from Taylor Pauline. This thing goes out at the 1. Oh my goodness, Randy's nose. I wish I could trade it with some of you fine folks out there. Ward and Dan Nolte. The aforementioned Leo Neal will not get him. Joe Banyard gets the outside. 10-5. They bring him down at the 1. 217 yards in the game for Joe Banyard. Till then, here we go. Sending the blitz. Easy catch for Tobridge. Touchdown, Bills. 1st and 10 from the 29. 5:04 left to go here. And Banyard again gets loose. Banyard down the right sideline. What a block thrown by the receiver. And Banyard is in there again. 3rd touchdown, and he's close to 300 yards. He has broken the single game rushing record. And here we go. 3rd and 7, 8 seconds left to go on the play clock. Kenny Erickson clapping his hands, getting him up to the line quickly. 3, 2, just gets the snap off. Down the field with a snag. He threw to the post route. Josh Gable picking it off. Oh, well, picking it out of the sky. Ooh, ooh. I don't know if that's me there. That hand in my face would really, really get in my head and force me to drop the ball. Mike Zimmer likes that. First down indeed, Mike. So Josh Gable, 2 catches, 37 yards for the Minnesota Vikings tight end. So we're going to go single back for this one. Kenny Erickson will turn. He'll give it to Sam Gable, Josh Gable's brother, of course. And he'll get a good 7 yards after the blitzing linebacker rather gets in there. And there you have it. Minute 36 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Kenny Erickson under center. Quickly throws it. Matthew Peterson holds on. At very worst, it's going to be 3rd and 1. Second reception for 6 yards. So another 3rd down here for the Minnesota Vikings. We'll see what we can do here. Just need that far to go. Kenny Erickson calling out protections. Gives it to Sam Gable. Sam Gable stumbles, rumbles, bumbles up to the 2nd yard line. The 2. So 7 carries, 34 yards. He gets up holding his head. He looks to be okay, though. I mean, you worry about concussions so much in the NFL. 30 seconds left to go here till another running back gets in. Sam Gable will get the snap, and he gets up to the 3. He gets back to the 3. They're going to go no huddle. Minnesota Vikings are going no huddle. 7 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. They will get the snap off in time. Sam Gable gets blocking. Not able to get there, though, as he will fall back to the 4, end of quarter number 3. So here, Thursday night football, 21-40. Or 40-21. Of course, this game brought to you by Snickers. Snickers satisfies you're not you and you're hungry. Mike Zimmer looking up into the Buffalo night sky, shaking his head. Nothing you want to see as he talks to his staff, and we're going to see the entry of another running back. Derek Fahey and then Daniel Hendricks will split this whole 4th quarter, so we'll see what shakes loose as we knocking on the door of the end zone. Got to think we're going to get in eventually. 3rd and goal. Last opportunity unless we go for it here. Kenny Erickson has Fahey offset to his right in the shotgun. Erickson gets the snap and he goes down. He gets the ball off, but he goes down yet again. Kenny Erickson's still down, slow to get up. As many times as he's been hit tonight, I'm surprised he's not injured. Mike Zimmer looking very frustrated over there on the sidelines, rightly so. So Brandon Baker in again. Missed from 51. This one easy. Less than a extra point. Banyard again. He's so good at breaking tackles as he does again on his way for his 4th touchdown here in this one. Joe Banyard. 3:15. I do believe in 4 touchdowns, and Mike Zimmer's very displeased with his defense, saying, use your head, boys. It's actually 20 yards out, so probably 3:30 right there. Defense needs to set, new rule, and there it is. Throws it up, Jesse Peterson catches, but he drops it on the way to the ground. Jesse Peterson had the touchdown, and the defender celebrates by getting in some push-ups. Diving catch would have been a touchdown, but thwarted by this very good Buffalo Bills defense, or so it seems. Luke Slazewski out there. Kenny Erickson, empty shotgun snap, goes right to him. And Darian Wilson will fumble, our third fumble of the game, and Buffalo will take over. Was he down? Oh, he actually might have been down. We'll see. We get the second look. Hard to tell. Another Peterman keeper. He was running out of room. Sacked! Brought down. Minnesota Vikings don't really know what that is just yet. Kenny Erickson with a nice throw to Cameron Quick over. And Cameron Quick, after getting tackled, is holding his back. He looks to be in a lot of pain, so we'll step aside right on the tackle. And that doesn't look good. Throws. Lou Wang, rather, in there, and that's 199 for Kenny Erickson. Here we go. Looking to score here. Quick throw, Daniel Hendricks, and he gets into the end zone. Kind of spinning around the tackle there. And Daniel Hendricks in there again tonight. Second receiving touchdown of the game. Yeah. New York native getting some work. Campagna to throw. Open Lou Wang, he holds on the way to the ground, and they're going to go no huddle. So quickly have something working here, does the Minnesota Vikings. Campagna getting everybody to the line, showing great poise here. And he throws, intended for Jesse Peterson. Pass, maybe Jesse Peterson was not running the right route, or the timing was off. One of the two. Something happened there. So it is preseason football, and you're going to want to figure out what you have on your roster, but I like what I've seen here tonight. Despite the record, or the score, I should say. I like what I've seen. Thrown across his body. That's Lou Wang with a jumping catch down at the 19. They're going to go no huddle again. Like I was saying, I really liked what I've seen here tonight. Despite the score, there have been really, really good moments like that one we just saw. Campagna, low snap, handled. Going to roll out of the pocket to his right. Going to see nobody open, so he's going to take off, and he's going to get out of bounds at the 14. 53 seconds left to go in the game. We're just playing for dignity now. So pretty good decision making by Steven Campagna, getting out of the pocket when he needs to, moving it with his legs. And there's movement on the front end on the fake snap. We'll get the call from the ref. And that is Willie Beavers, the second-year man. So we'll do it again here. 2nd and 10 from the 19. Almost out of the Verizon red zone. Travis Lee in there, as well as Darian Wilson. And it's picked off by Seymour. He looks like he's going to go for 6. Jarek Fahey might catch up to him, and it's a pick 6. I don't know if he just didn't see him or what happened, if he undercut the route. We're going to take a look. Oh yeah, he just undercut the route big time. Maybe thought he could get it in there with his throwing power, but goes for another pick 6, or another 6 points, I should say. So 53-30 pending the kick. And Hauschka makes it 54-30. Hauschka's been a busy Beaver tonight. Campagna in the empty shotgun. Cameron Quick is back from the back spasms. Throw, and it's picked off yet again. Ragland with the interception. Despite having 6 takeaways, well, 6 giveaways rather. I've totally messed this up. The Vikings will lose this first preseason game, 54-30. In a league where you think scoring 30 points a game is enough, I mean, Buffalo Bills really took care of us today as there's... Excuse me. Kenny Erickson, you can see gingerly walking. Trollamalu, sincerely giving chat with Peterman, Nathan Peterman, and everybody's down there just having a good time. But at the end of the day, it is Bills over Vikings to the tune of 54 to 30. And hello, we are back here. Post-game report. Gonna get into these player stats, and then we'll get you back to the main screen where we will preview next week's game. Take a look at the Vikings just for the stats. Steven Campagna. QB rating of 59.6. He had a 11 for 26. That is 42% completion percentage. 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Kenny Erickson had a QB rating of 108.9, 18 for 25, 72% completion percentage, 201, 1 touchdown left with an injury. Let's make him 78.1 QB rating, 5 for 8, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Sam Gable led the day with 9 carries for 32 yards. Justin Sandman Vandershoff, 8 carries, 60 yards. Travis Parker stole the show in the yardage, 7 for 94 with a touchdown. Kenny Erickson, 2 for 15. Steven Campagna, 2 for 12. Derek Fahey, 1 for 2. Daniel Hendricks, 1 for 4. Smeagol, 1 for 6. Receiving, Lou Wang, 5 catches, 81 yards. Darian Wilson, 4 catches, 65 yards. Daniel Hendricks, 3 for 31 and a touchdown. Travis Lee was the other touchdown, not Daniel Hendricks, as I said during the game. 3 for 44 and a touchdown. Jesse Peterson, 3 for 85. Cameron Quick, 3 for 31. Josh Gable, 2 for 37. Matthew Peterson, 2 for 6. Sam Gable, 2 for 34 and a touchdown. Luis Gonzalez, 2 for 23. Anthony Bisbee, 2 for 17. Luke Slazewski, 1 for 3. And Derek Fahey, 1 for 10. Travis Parker adds the lone catch for 6 yards. Nobody cares about blocking. Going to go to defense, look at total tackles. It's Matthew Arnsdorf with 7 leading the day. Lee O'Neill, Poi Trollamalu, Danny Pickering, and Aaron Nelson each had 6. Robert Nichols with 4, Dan Nolte, Sean Clausen, Jerry Myers, Paul Fritchie with 3, Rashid Spinks, Josiah Russell, Scott Rethwell, Zachary Anderson with 2, Kevin Stark, Matthew Peterson, Jeremy Lindsay, Derek Fahey, Justin Lewis, Willie Beavers, Otis McMillan, Thomas Cross, Darian Wilson, Thaddeus Rosu, Ryan Below, Tevin Fair, and Drew Ward with 1. Tackles for loss, we have added some in the second half. Dan Nolte, Danny Pickering with 2. Sean Clausen, Rashid Spinks, Paul Fritchie, Matthew Arnsdorf, Justin Lewis, Robert Nichols, Otis McMillan, and Thaddeus Rosu each with 1. Sacks, we had 1 more. Dan Nolte adds 1 in the second half. Ryan Below, Drew Ward added 2 in the first. Jerry Myers with the interception. A couple of pass deflections by Paul Fritchie, Poi Trollamalu, Justin Lewis, Danny Pickering, Aaron Nelson. Forced fumbles were 0, fumble recovery 0, and no safeties or defensive touchdowns. Brandon Baker, 1 for 2, missed from 51, hit from 21, 3 for 3 on extra points. Taylor Killeen had 3 punts, 145, netting 135 of those 145 yards. 1 of them inside the 20. Luke Slazewski, 2 kick returns, 55 yards. Justin Vandershoff, 4 kick returns, 106 yards, longest of 31. Darian Wilson, 3 for 70. Punt returns, Darian Wilson had 1 for 14. Now we're going to go to rushing. Who had the longest of the day? It's going to be Travis Parker with the 71-yard touchdown. And then another struggle on offense was the turnovers. The fumble by Danny Hendricks. Drop passes. 2 by Lou Wang, 2 by Cameron Quick, 1 by Fahey, 1 by Gonzalez. And can we see fumbles for the receivers? We can't. But, yeah. I still like what I saw. You've heard me say it during the game. We're going to get you back to the main screen where we will preview next week's game against the Seattle Super Chickens and then get you ready for everything. Minnesota Vikings Week 2 preseason. Once again, Buffalo Bills take care of the Vikings 54-30. And hello and welcome back to the main screen. And So you can see down there in the corner, little flash across your screen, Kenny Erickson and Chris Kantorowicz injured. So we'll see what's going on with that. The 0-1 Minnesota Vikings travel to CenturyLink Field to take on the 1-0 Seattle Seahawks here in week 2. But first, we're going to get to that injury report everybody was talking about. It's been a while, so let's see if I can find it. There it is. Okay, so Kenny Erickson, abdominal tear, will miss next week's game. Chris Kantorowicz out 4 weeks with a shoulder tear. So he'll come back week 3 of the regular season. See what else the division did. So the Bears tied, and the rest of the division lost. It is preseason, but pretty funny to see the whole division losing. It doesn't matter. It's just getting ready for the season. But I did like what I saw, despite the score and the turnovers. We had a lot of good promise from these running backs as well as these quarterbacks. I think it's going to be a good season nevertheless. So we might have to sign a quarterback just for depth. And with Kenny Erickson being out, might as well. And then, yeah, we will see you next week once again. Buffalo Bills take care of the Minnesota Vikings 54-30 here in the first preseason game. This has been Randy Replay. Football is back. And I will see you in the next one.